It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, these Detroit Lions, they won over a lot of people with the way they played under Dan Campbell last year. They started 1-6, found their stride, won 8 of their last 10 games, and nearly got into the playoffs.
And when you think back to how they almost got in, that final Sunday night going to Lambeau Field and beating the Packers, that tells you about the culture that's already been established there. All you need now is to watch this team continue to play. They're going to contend, I believe, in this season.
And then for the visiting Bears, they want to wipe the slate clean from 2022. Now, working in their favor, we've seen plenty of teams in the NFL make big turnarounds from year to year. What can the Bears do to just get back closer to maybe 7, 8 wins, Charles?
Well, they want to coalesce all this young talent that they're accumulating and guys that they brought in from the outside and start to build a culture, a feeling around this team that they know they can compete week in and week out.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL, ran for over 1,100 yards, and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him, more consistency as a passer.
They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Open man, downfield is Reynolds. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw, and it all comes together for big yardage.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw is Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Fields. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Now here's Trenton Gill now. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The Bucs throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Goff going to shift him around.
Super one. 76. 76.
Back to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's That's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Good.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like we're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far. In a game where one field goal was all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figure both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now an option play on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding, offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. So a change of possession here on the punt. Veteran Jared Goff back out with his Lions offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
BC. Shell. 2 for 66. Louis. Hold on. Check.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Value free.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Montgomery is into the end zone. A touchdown, Lions. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Chicago offense set to get started. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Fields throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's been the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense. On first down, Fields. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Out of the gun, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. 33 yards that time.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Again, Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ballgame. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles